All right, so today social media dominates a big part of our society. There are 7.3 billion people worldwide. There are 2.3 billion active social media users, and in the last year, social media users have risen by 176 million, and 1 million new active mobile social users are added every day. That's 12 each second. And then 91% of retail brands use 2 or more social media channels. So, how is this related to the church? Well, while social media numbers are going up, church attendance numbers are going down. 85% of U.S. churches are either declining or plateauing, a large part due to the need of churches to adapt to a fast paced, changing world. Only 28% of younger Americans between the ages of 23 and 37 attend church, making it hard for the churches to find new and young members. 59% of millennials who grew up in the church are leaving. So, not surprising, the church has begun to turn to social media as a tool to help them connect with more people. One way that the church is using social media is as a way to redefine community and what it looks like within the church. There are 3 ways social media can change community. The first is social media can speed up the life cycle of community. So, what does this mean? It means that we've all experienced going to church. Well, so this is basically what it means. So, we've all experienced going to church for the first time, or any weekly meeting, and having all of those awkward introductions and conversations that first day. And just think, if Sunday mornings were the only chance you had to talk and connect with people, how long it would take you to form a really good relationship with that person if you only talk to them once every week in that awkward church setting. Well, social media creates a much faster timeline for forming intimate relationships and connections within a community. Instead of leaving on Sunday and waiting to connect with people, the next Sunday you can leave the church and find a person on Facebook, email, Instagram, Snapchat, and you can even really go to Google Map and see where exactly they live. But it just speeds up that relationship because you have so immediately social media allows you time to be immersed in each other's lives, and so then the next Sunday when you see them, that face-to-face interaction is more comfortable and efficient. Gold states that this virtual time, this faster time, or this time through that's not face-to-face connection, moves 3 times faster compared to real time. The accelerated life cycle of virtual community immediately fulfills the relational need we have as followers of Jesus to live in community, while giving us the opportunity to build and strengthen these communities over time. So social media not only expedites the life cycle of community, but it also increases the effectiveness of forming communities. The emerging church is using social media to offer more opportunities to connect with people to form a community. The church can use the many different tools social media offers to connect different types of people. Social media allows people to bridge the gaps between different lifestyles, ministries, geographic locations, cultures, and separate communities. These communities not just form based on where you go to church or where you live, but are formed based on similar interests, struggles, needs, conditions, and hobbies. This does not only allow the opportunity for more communities, but also more tightly knit communities established on just a similar foundation. Social media also allows for those people who are considered introverts to have a way to engage and interact with their community more comfortably. We all know introverts struggle to come out of their shell, but at the same time need just as much community and social interaction as extroverts. It's just in a different way. So social media offers a more comfortable way for introverts to share their social side. So in a way, social media has the ability to enlarge the church through a multitude of tightly knit, intimate communities that are formed by many different people and in many different ways. The church also gives the congregation the freedom to create communities rather than just having the church provide a controlled setting of assigned communities among members. One of the most concerning statistics of the church today was the decrease in the attendance of millennials and the younger generation. While social media can offer a great gateway for the church to involve the younger generation in a way to speak their language in hopes to increase their numbers and involvement within the emerging church. Churches have a diverse number of members coming from many different generations. Although most people choose a church that best fits their views on religion, there will still be a generational gap between the young and old in the church. So it's important for the church to look at the differences between generations to find ways to create community and connection among members within a congregation. Learning the values and attitudes of the different generations helps churches to provide opportunities for their congregants to find community. Social media allows the church to allows an opportunity for these churches to connect to the younger generation, because social media acts as a large part of how the younger generation connects to one another. If the church can learn to talk to the younger generation like they are talking to each other, they will immediately provide connections to the younger generation. In order to keep its congregants and improve their attendance, the church must find ways to cater to the younger generation and keep them coming back. Social media offers a great starting point to do so, and the church will realize some of these same strategies will not only help the younger generation, but will help connect the older generation to other communities as well. So how are churches going to do this? Well, they're first offering a great starting spot by creating a church website with many different opportunities for connections. Not only does the website offer a way for the church to share all of its information, it can offer links to blogs, Facebook pages, Instagram pages, and Twitter feeds. And then this allows people to find other congregants through these sites, as well as immediately become plugged into the church. The churches are doing a pretty good job of it right now. I mean, the Pope has 10.1 million followers on Twitter. And although all these followers don't necessarily attend church, at least they're interested in something that has to do with church. And he has a foundation of followers that he can speak to and choose to do. I don't know what I want to say there, but he can just choose to speak to them. Also, 57% of churchless Americans say that they would prefer a different introduction to church than just going on a Sunday morning. So social media gives them many different opportunities through websites, through Facebook pages, Instagram, Snapchat, things like that. So is redefining community a good or bad thing? Well, this is a whole other topic, but there is no denying this is the direction in which our world is headed. So our world today is obsessed with social media, and it is becoming a large part of the younger generation's world and communication. So some may say that we are becoming a more distant, robotic, disconnected, solitude world, but instead of wasting time fighting technology, the church has to find ways to partner with it in order to create community and togetherness. Creating these stronger communities is the whole goal of the church, so it can't be really seen as a negative thing. With some parts of the community, will some parts of the community and interaction be lost in the midst of this change towards a more virtual world? I can't imagine that it won't be, but this is why the church is redefining community, because in such a fast-paced society, there's not a whole lot of time to fight change, but there is immense opportunity to embrace it for the better. Churches across America are embracing these changes, and the hope is these changes will create stronger, more intimate communities for a large disconnected population.